Fear not. We shall achieve our goal.
Give me a target.
Yeah.
We must trust each other.
God's blast it. My breastplate chafes.
Maybe another fire.
This could hurt.
Not bad for not even playing a card yet.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I shall not fail.
Ow.
Our ballista, your command.
Nice. Boom.
None shall tread on us.
Aye.
They used tired my tongue about that.
Ouch.
Now we must stick together.
He really hates him.
Elven blarney.
Destroy, huh?
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Oh, interesting.
Scoia'tail! Attack!
Ouch.
The unworthy shall be punished.
Also, zip zap zippity doo. Oh, poor thing, you only had one.
No wonder they were easily manipulated.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved.
Muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drechthaggers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. Along her way, Meve heard cries. She rushed to see what the ruckus was about. Upon seeing Black Rayla spattered with blood, she expected the worst. Reynard could only confirm the Queen's fears.
She entered the wagon unnoticed. The wagon carrying the prisoners. She then cut their throats, one by one.
40 dwarves. Alone.
They were shackled. They could not defend themselves.
Rayla had nothing to say in her defense. In point of fact, she exuded pride.
Mahakam had been free of Scoia'tael, till now. We'd have done all a questionable favour by bringing back a wagon full of enraged youth wearing squirrel tails. They'd have posed as martyrs for a just cause. They'd have shown off their scars and persuaded the clans to make war on humans. All that deserved to be nipped in the bud.
Meve could see the blood rushing to Reynard's head. When he finally spoke, it was clear he was holding the reins of his emotions, preventing himself from exploding with some difficulty.
Your Grace, we must banish her, drive her off. This was in no way ordinary insubordination. This was a grave crime.
Your
Why
Majesty,
does her card have to be so
I
good?
rarely meddle in your affairs.
Said Isbel.
Yet for this, I cannot remain silent. This woman must go.
Oh, man.
Rayla, 'tis a fine
Gotta.
line that separates a soldier, a warrior, from one who commits murder.
Said Meve.
That line you crossed today. You are to leave my ranks immediately. And never do I wish to see you again.
Rayla said nothing. She merely bowed in an excessively courtly manner, then moved off down the slope. Yet even once she disappeared, a clear red trail remained in the snow where she had passed. A trail of dwarven blood that had dripped from her armor.
Kinda wish I didn't go down that way.
The Lyrians
Ooh, that was my
remained
favorite
silent
card, too.
throughout their return. Upon spying their downcast eyes and somber means, the dwarves awaiting the return of their offspring dispersed to their homes, leaving baskets full of treats in the snow. No one asked any questions of Meve. Luckily so, as the Queen would not have known how to answer.
Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened? Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened?
worst ending possible. And I'm in red again. Oh man. That sucked. Man. Ooh. I need the wood. I think that might be enough for an upgrade. Let's look at that. More than that. Yeah, that's the one I'm wanting to get. My unit's armor. War wagon's really good too.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Ivar, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Ivar's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
Mm-hmm. What?
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetikin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal. Meve had to bite her tongue to stop from crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith. Meve returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte. The dwarves won't notice a single mothball out of place.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Hmm. New gas gun light footed to the bottom right. Okay. Whoa. I use you to move around. I have to stay 3 cards away. Yikes. Okay. Force a turnaround. I don't know what that means. You're walking that away. Here.
Stop! Who's there?
Okay. I don't understand what that card does. Okay, apparently he's going that way. Going that way.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
Who's there? What a nub. That was close.
Crap. So that's what that does.
Piece of cake.
Damn. I think I'm on to it there, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Huh. Ha! Huh. Ha!
Stop! Who's there?
Turn that one guy around too early.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ah! Ha!
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Huh? Ah! Huh!
Again, I did the same thing.
Ha! Yeah!
Piece of cake.
And he still sees me. Dang it.
Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Huh! Ha!
No, he's gonna turn around too soon.
piece of cake. Just a bit more.
Phew. There we go.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Meve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Ew, horn.
Ha!
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Crap with Rayla though, that's gonna bite me in the butt. I wish I didn't take her with us to this land. Told her to go home. Dang.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chuve. Oh, I truly like the sound of that. Oh, there's nothing like solidarity between ladyfolk. Nothing at all. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem, and he turns into putty in my mitts. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem.
Something. Is that through here? No. That's it. Oh, no. That's across that. Come on. Come on! Yeah. There we go. Oh, this is where the treasure chest should be too. Aha. Oh, nice.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor'll be a wall at your back, stout and strong. You're no cold without a beard. What are you poking me for? Scrounging for coin, no doubt. Righty then, take this pouch and kindly get off my arse.
Okay, thanks.
You thundering dolt! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some